My name is Maddox. Come from the West Coast, California, and I rep Red Phone Records 713 Music, man. I mean, me and my older brother came up a lot in this game, and did a lot of shit. I kind of discovered the whole thing, everything together. But ultimately, it was just seeing it around and people and the lifestyle. And like, I would imagine like any kid, it was just seem mad cool. You know what I mean? It was hear the music that was dropping and the clothes everybody was rocking, and the whole culture of everything was just real intriguing to me. I remember like listening to like old NWA shit, like Dr. Dre shit, and like with my older brother in his room, and like practicing our little raps or whatever, and just like it's a fond memory looking back. Like I remember how many times like we buy this, like probably my older brother more so than me even, but he would buy like the same album over and over again. And you know what I'm saying? We would just watch her snap every time she catch us playing it. She'd break break the CD in half or the tape or whatever, and toss it. And I don't know if she was under the impression that we couldn't just go get one where we just got one at again, but that tended to be one of the first fond memories I have of it, man, for sure. I was just one of them hungry young dudes, man. Like I've been talking a lot about it out here in the East, about like in Cali, and I spent a lot of time, in Hawaii also. It's not like a unified, like hip hop community. It's like at least in my perspective, it's not as like collectively unified as it is out here on the East Coast. So like I was just on some like lone wolf shit. Like I would just try to improve my skills and my own, what I called, a catalog at the time, and try to do my thing, and just beef my shit up and just try to be the baddest dude I could be, and just kind of always be ready for like looking to battle people or open mic showcases or anything that was, around in the area that I could take advantage of. Like my mom's always been very supportive of it. I mean, even though she knows the roots we had in it and how it started, and she wasn't fond of it. She thought it was all, like she thought it was all, Snoop Dogg talking about bitches and shit like that, and she wasn't really into it at first. But when I did start taking it more seriously, it was like high school time, and really started to like get into the craft of rhyming and writing rhymes and everything. Everybody was pretty supportive of it, because I think they knew, already like what a big influence it was playing on myself and my character growing up and just being around it anyways. That when I started wanting to do it like for real and take it seriously, I don't think it was like a surprise. I don't think, you know what I mean? Like I don't even know if there really was a reaction. It probably was already just happening. Not really having a foundation of other artists around and shit like that. I think me and my older brother kind of are pretty much responsible for like starting hip hop shit off in Hawaii and getting it popping out there for what it's worth. I think the roughest part was just making my own lane and just not having a co-sign from anybody really, you know what I mean? Like everything I've done has been independently and backed by like a few people that believe in me, and I've shown improved, and the fan base and everything else is tells its own tale. But I think that the hardest part about it was just not being in an area where shit was popping off all the time, or not having events at your disposal to get down at, or not having showcases and having to like create that. So that would definitely have to be the hardest part about it. I mean, I always wanted to be an MC for as long as I can remember, but like I used to always think about, because I've always been a huge fan of hip hop, so I always wanted to be in a position to where I would be in some foreign country somewhere on a stage one day rapping my songs, and somebody who don't even speak my language knows my shit word for word and is in the and appreciates it. And it's definitely like coming full circle with that has been, the pride of my career, in all honesty. Like I've been going to Spain, like Europe, the UK for a couple years now, and without hip hop, without music, I don't think that would have been even like fathomable. You know what I mean? Like it wouldn't. In all reality, like that shit wouldn't have happened. You know what I mean? Like I'm forever grateful for that. But yeah, I mean, seeing that come to life, being on stage, rapping my own music, and seeing, like Spanish or French kids or, kids that are in a whole different world, coming up on your shit the way that you came up on other stuff, man. It's a blessing. I'm all about that phrase, like we the people, you know what I mean? Like I really believe that people hold the power. We truly hold the power, you know what I mean? Like I just want my music. I think like everybody that I fuck with, everybody that's on this level wants to be the best or the best they can be, you know what I mean? At the very least. I mean, it's very competitive, but I obviously want to take it as far as I can and challenge myself as much as I can. But I mean, ultimately, I want to leave like a legacy that my daughter's proud of, that people can feel connected to and empowered by, you know what I mean? Like I'm not about like showboating and flashing a bunch of shit, you know what I mean? Like I'm all about like my brother man, my fellow man type of shit. I think that people used to have, you know what I mean? Like other cultures in the world, like maybe ones that even no longer exist. Like I think that they might have had that shit down better than we do. But I mean, I'm all about just unity and people helping people and understanding and human nature and all that shit. So I just hope that my music, I've seen it bring all different types of people, from all different walks of life together. And I hope it can do that, man. I hope it can just create some sort of like understanding and empower people, I mean, some of my shit is obviously not not quite like empowering or what would be called, empowering, but ultimately, just people to feel empowered themselves and that they don't gotta, submit to the bullshit of a 9 to 5. Like I want to tell my daughter that she can do what she loves and that she wants to spend her life doing, and not have to sacrifice everything just to like pay a bill. You know what I mean? So.